Wow is all I got to say. No, wow isn't all I got to say. I got a lot to say. Let's get right into it. Now, before I even begin, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff, notification, bell, all that stuff, just to keep connected with me and help me out with algorithms. Yo, I'm trying to get to 1,000, a milestone, and I got a ways to go, so I need y'all help. Anyways, let's get into this. So I'm not even gonna waste my time talking about where I was when I found out, how I found out, my first reaction, all that. I'm just gonna dive in because I don't want to spend a lot of time on this. We all know Will Smith slapped Chris Rock. Guys, as soon as I heard slap, I was like, yo, that is total disrespect. Total disrespect. It would have been better if Will Smith punched him. I don't know what it is. It's like a slap is the utter disrespect to a black man. Chris Rock is 3 years to 60. He's 57. Okay? Will Smith is 53. You're gonna slap an almost 60-year-old man? Like, it just, Chris Rock is almost a senior. I mean, okay. Let's go to the joke.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that exactly? There's nothing wrong with it. I don't see anything wrong with it. I do not believe that Chris Rock knew Jada Pinkett has alopecia or deals with alopecia. Even if he did, I still don't see a problem because G.I. Jane is badass. G.I. Jane, Demi Moore played G.I. Jane years ago. And some people said it's a dated joke. There are so many dated jokes. The joke, I don't even find it was funny. I think it was more of a compliment. She could play the role. Jada Pinkett could play the role. Come on now. You don't think she could play the role? Demi Moore, G.I. Jane, shaved her head as a sign of empowerment. Okay? I don't see anything wrong with the joke. I really don't, even if he knew. And what? Jada Pinkett Smith has said that she's embracing her baldness and she don't care what anybody has to say. Do you? That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, I'm gonna say this. I watched the clip. Let me play it.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Okay, now, you see the eye roll. The eye roll in itself, all right? That to me just sounded like she was just annoyed. It didn't seem like she was hurt or anything like that. It just seemed like she was annoyed with the fact that he was bringing up her name. And apparently he's bringing up her name before. The only time people talk about is 2016 when she was calling for the boycott. I mean, hello, you're so boisterous, you're so coming out saying boycott because your husband didn't get nominated for an Oscar and you're telling all black people to boycott the Oscars. So of course there's going to be a joke. And the joke was, who said you're invited? Who invited you? What is wrong with that joke? It's a joke. I laughed. I was like, oh, dang. You know what I mean? Who did? People are thinking it. Like, what? Come on. I'm like, Jada, please, you wouldn't be at the Oscars if it wasn't for Will. Okay? So let's just rest with the Chris Rock keep making jabs at her. Chris Rock making jabs at everybody. And I'm sure he has certain people that he makes more jabs at than Jada. So I don't even know what people are talking about with that. Anyway, moving on. So she rolled her eyes. I feel she was more annoyed that he was saying something about her than hurt. People are talking about she was hurt. That didn't look like a hurt or embarrassment or anything like that. And then if you think about it, remember when Regina Hall said something, she was doing a joke calling up all the single men, but she was playing it like they need COVID testing. And she said, Will Smith, you're on this list, and I know your situation. I know Jada has already given you permission, speaking to their open marriage and whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like you're kind of making them a joke because you're saying, you know what, she's already given you permission, so you can come up here, right? I'm like, okay, why you find fault in that, but you don't find fault in some other things? And I know some people will say, well, the baldness is due to a medical condition. Let me put this to rest, okay? Because I know a thing or two about alopecia. Alopecia doesn't cause your head to go completely bald. Jada Pinkett Smith decided to do that, okay? It causes bald spots in certain different areas of the head for various reasons. It is something that can stay for a season and go away, and it's something that people deal with the rest of their life. It can happen in male and females, okay? So, Jada Pinkett seems that she gets it periodically in life. She recently showed a video of it, like a line right here. It can be a line, it can be a patch, but it is bald, like clean bald, no hair follicles, nothing, okay? Now, Jada Pinkett Smith has said she decided to bald her head because of it. And we know she always keeps her hair short. She typically always kept, for the most part of her career, she kept her head short. So she decided to bald it. Alopecia does not cause complete baldness, all right? That's something else. It causes patchiness. So that's what that is. She's not completely bald because of it. She's completely bald because she shaved her head. She buzz cut, bald off her head, whatever, okay? All right. So Regina Hall taking a jab at their open marriage. Chris Rock taking a jab, not a jab. To me, it was a compliment. I don't know, guys. It was a compliment. So many people saying Will Smith went up and defended that. No. And you see the repercussions of his decision. Jada Pinkett should have been somebody who held her man back and said, no, this is your night. Don't ruin it. Don't do that. Or Will Smith could have said, baby, I got this. Go up there and educate the entire audience and say, yo, Chris Rock, let me educate you. I know that you're a comedian. I don't know if you know, but Jada, she deals with alopecia, and I've seen her, sensitivities to this and whatnot, and I just want you to lay off on that. Lay off on that. Just kind of ease up. We could look at this two ways, that joke two ways, but you know what? I love my wife, and I don't want anybody making fun of her condition. You know how much he would have come out as a hero? I would have preferred that. If that was my husband, go up there and educate the masses, baby, and big me up. Yes, defend me like that. Don't slap the man. Slap him in his face. And then it was a punk slap still. But a lot of people were saying it's fake. Nah, that wasn't fake, yo. That wasn't fake. And we're seeing that it wasn't fake. It's not. No, not at all. There has been footage that has shown a different angle. Jada starts laughing after Chris Rock says, Will Smith just slapped me. And to me, that whole thing looks funny. You're laughing. I'd be in shock that he actually slapped him. I wouldn't even have heard that joke. I'd have been like, what? Or I would have been just, this is very uncomfortable. There would be no laughing coming out of me. It was just a very awkward video to see afterwards. Kind of weird. And those people that are saying, yeah, Will Smith did the right thing. No, the punishment did not fit the crime, people. And we fully see and know now that Will Smith is saying he was wrong. And now he's feeling it even more. Yo, these people allowed Will Smith to slap him. Go back, sit down. Steve Harvey had said that the man turned his back on him. And I was like, you're right. He turned around, walked back with this swag or whatever, like he did something. I was like, well, what? And then sat down, enjoyed the rest of the show, got an Oscar. Then afterwards, enjoyed the party like nobody's business, singing Summertime and get jiggy with it, all the lines, everything, like he's performing with the Oscar in his hand, going on like he didn't just slap Chris into next week. What? It overshadowed everything. Will Packer had an interview on Good Morning America talking about how everybody was on a high in the first few minutes of the show, and then boom, when the slap happened, it was like everything went downhill. He said, sucked out the energy. It was like concrete poured into the room. And I can believe that because Sunday was the first time that the Oscars that just passed was the first all black, like it was been black produced before, but this was an all black crew team. Okay, it was the first all black production that was doing the Oscars. There was so much diversity in this show, so many firsts in this show. It overshadowed, the slap happened right before Questlove got his Oscar, and that was overshadowed because of course people are on their phone, people are tweeting, people are messaging, people are this, are receiving texts like what just happened, this, that, or that. And he's trying to talk, and I think Questlove was discombobulated because, well, him and Chris Rock, because Chris Rock in the background, he's looking and he just looks lost, completely lost. He don't know what happened. You know what I mean? And then at one point he's like looking and he kind of made a face to someone like, I don't know, like, kind of awkward. So Will Packer, he had an interview and he cleared up a lot of things. There was talk about Will Smith being asked to leave, and apparently something like that did happen, but they were going to forcefully make him leave. But Chris Rock did not want him to be escorted out. He did not want to press charges, all that. And I can understand why. So they wanted to remove him. Questions, yes. Where was security? I said the same thing. What the flip? Where was security? LAP got there right away, apparently. I'm thinking they were already there. They were ready to press charge. They were ready to arrest him, go right out there and arrest him. Chris Rock said no. All right, fine. Since then, Will Smith goes up on a stage. Sorry, he gets an award. I overshadowed his acceptance speech. So my man is talking and he's crying. I'm like, fool, what are you crying for? I know why you're crying. You're embarrassed. You're embarrassed. That's why you're crying. You know what you did was wrong. You're embarrassed. You feel this small. You feel this small. This man apologized to everybody except for the hosts of the show and Chris Rock, who he slapped. That was in poor taste. He even justified it by saying that Richard Williams, who he played in the movie King Richard, that's who he got the Oscar for, he justified it by saying he was a great defender of his family. He justified it. I'm sure he went home and watched it back and said, damn. People, it was not a good look. All you who are saying, yes, Will, you defended that is not defending. Defending doesn't mean violence unless it has to fit the crime. The punishment has to fit the crime. If somebody tried to roll up on her, then yeah, heck yeah. But he didn't even say anything that warranted a slap. People, come on, stop the foolishness. Stop it. Stop it. Even if he knew, it still didn't warrant a slap. So Will Packer was not impressed with what Will Smith did. He was not impressed. There are plenty people in the industry, and I'm glad people have spoken up. I didn't think they would because the Smiths have clout, but a lot of people have spoken up, even about the standing ovation that people gave to Will Smith when he won the award. A lot of people are quoting Denzel. Remember, it's hearsay. We never heard Denzel say those words. They sound nice, but we never heard Denzel say those words. I'm a person, I want to hear the person. I don't know Will Smith to quote people properly. I don't know him to not quote people properly. So I only heard what Will said, Denzel said. I didn't hear what Denzel said. That's how you really pronounce his name. Denzel Washington. So I'm not going to quote it. It sounds nice, but I don't know if he actually said that. So Will Packer, he said something that was really important. Chris Rock saved the show. Chris Rock could have retaliated. Chris Rock could have run his mouth. You guys know. Let me tell you something. Will Packer said that they had his routine, everything Chris Rock was supposed to say on a teleprompter, everything. He didn't go with that. You know, he went off the cuff. He just said whatever and was just going freestyling. Okay? Nothing was in rehearsal. He didn't say a word from what they had written for him and that they practiced in rehearsal. So let me tell you, when Chris Rock could have gone off on him, and you know there was enough ammo, Chris Rock had enough ammo to deliver to the Smiths from top to bottom, but he didn't do it. He didn't do it. And so when he said, I could have, and he turned, I know he said, I could say something right now, I could, but he didn't. You know, he could have just gone, yeah, Will Smith is a big guy, bigger than Chris Rock, but he could have still retaliated, and that would have just messed up the entire show. Chris Rock saved it. He did. He really did save it. Tony Rock has come out now. He did a show yesterday, his brother, Tony Rock, and it's all over. A lot of explicit language. Oh gosh, yes, Will Smith saying the explicit language from his seat. That's what made me know that it was not fake. Okay? Like, dude, are you crazy? Something fly up in your head. But anyway, let me continue. Tony Rock said, yo, you slapped my brother because your explicit gave you a side eye? Now, people, I need to know what happened between Will Smith laughing at the joke and him walking up on that stage to slap Chris Rock. What exactly happened? Because the camera doesn't show it. People are saying that Jada said something. People are saying Jada gave him a look. People are saying that, you know, he all of a sudden saw that she wasn't happy and Tupac mentality jumped up in his head. You know, I think it was a Tupac move. I think he was trying to impress. I think that Will Smith was trying to gain brownie points. I think that he is haunted by Tupac's ghost because of Jada. I think that he has a complex. I really do. That was so out of character. I don't think that was because of so much emotions. I think that he goes, love will make you do crazy things. I don't think so. I think that he's lying to himself and that he was doing it for other reasons other than love. He didn't want to be a Red Table Talk. Let's put it like that. He didn't want to be a Red Table Talk because if he did not go up on that stage or do something, he panicked. He panicked, and that is what panicking does. Not love, that's what panicking does. Make you do foolish things, okay? Make you do crazy things. And he did not want to be a Red Table Talk because, you know, Jada would have said, you know, the Oscars, that was sad about my alopecia. Alopecia, it doesn't even seem like she has it active, you know, because I keep looking at her head. I'm not really seeing, and you know, they could spray stuff. I understand that. But she just shows like, she just showed like a line, you know, she said, oh, this just came up. And I'm like, okay, it doesn't seem like it's active like other people, you know, she has bouts with it. That's what it is. And I believe that's what she had said and explained when she first came out with it on Red Table Talk. The time that I saw it, the only time I've seen her talk about it. I haven't seen all the other short videos and all that. Tony Rock is vexed. Chris Rock's brother is vexed. And apparently they have other brothers. I didn't know that. I only knew Tony Rock. But now, the other thing to think about, okay, let's just go into this. Will Smith has just resigned. I just saw it today, resigned from the Academy. Now the Academy is going into disciplinary talks on, they already had it, so they decided to go and check this out because there are people that are vexed in the Academy. They're upset. So April 18th, I believe that's the day that the decision is going to be made on how they're going to handle it. Apparently Whoopi Goldberg said it's going to be some serious consequences, some big consequences. Will Smith has resigned from the Academy, but that doesn't mean he can't be expelled. He can't be, Oscar taken away. If it happens, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. If it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised, I guess. because other people are saying, oh, what about Harvey Weinstein? What about the other people? You know, they didn't get their thing taken away. You know what? The point I was going to bring up, Chris Rock came out in 2020 saying that he has a disorder. It's like Asperger's, nonverbal learning disorder. Learning disorder. It means that he can't, basically, he can't judge from the room. You know, when people say, read the room, right? He can't do that. He can't do that. And I mean, why should a comedian is a person that nothing is off limits, maybe children I would say is off limits. I would say maybe children is off limits, but read the room, he came out in 2020 saying that he has that disorder, and it's hard for him at times to nonverbal learning disorder, to read certain things. When certain people react to things, he can't really read what their response is, what they're, how they're feeling and all this stuff. So it's like, that's what the slap that happened, it made me feel even bad, because then when somebody brought it up, I remembered, I said, oh yes, that's right, that did come out. And I felt even worse, because he's sitting there like he doesn't know what happened. Like, what the heck happened? He's just telling a joke. She's bald-headed, could play the role because she's badass. She could play. By the way, Jada, G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. What's wrong? What's wrong? He's like, come on, that was good. Knowing that the joke was bad, but it wasn't that, he wasn't saying that he's making fun of, he's just saying the joke was bad. And that's why afterwards he said it was a G.I. Jane joke. He didn't get it because he doesn't know she has alopecia. It's like, what? Anyway, Jada Pinkett, Jordan, and Will Smith, you know already that these two have been exposing their business and their marriage all over the place. People have now been like, when I tell you they are the blunt of a joke now, if they weren't before, they are now. And they were before, and now it's worse now. Worse now. People are saying all kinds of things. Comedians are saying all kinds of things. Judge Joe Brown, I was like, lad, I heard only peace, and I was like, geez, I'm peace. My ears. Judge George Brown can be explicit, but I'm telling you, they put their business out there. What do you think is gonna happen? Sunny from The View said it perfectly. She was like, you can't dictate what people are gonna say. You don't have any right to tell people what they can and cannot say after you put your business out there. Come on now. What do you think is gonna happen? People are gonna have their views and their opinions. They're gonna have stuff to say, things for talk. It's going to happen. So suck it up, I guess. More things are gonna happen. It's only the 6th day. It was Sunday, it's now Saturday. This week has been full of all kinds of stuff, but it's more people that are standing behind Chris than there are for Will. Like, when it comes to celebrities, it's way more people that are for Chris than are for Will. And Chris has not come up with a statement yet. He had a show and he said he's still processing. That's all he keeps saying. And it came out yesterday's show. He said in Boston, I think it's his second show in Boston, somebody said F Will, and he said, no. He's not for any of that. So you can see he's still trying to process what happened, how to handle it, how to feel. What I like, Wanda Sykes said, Chris Rock went up to him and apologized because this situation took away from the night, and it was supposed to be their night. They were hosting. And Wanda Sykes said she's kind of upset with Will, disappointed with Will, because Will didn't even apologize to them. It's like, we're the hosts. We're making you comfortable. Nobody apologized to us. Will didn't apologize to her, but she did say Chris apologized to her. And she's like, you didn't have to apologize, She was not impressed. Not impressed at all with that whole thing, and rightfully so. She said it sickened her, traumatized. And some people are like, traumatized? Why are you traumatized? Y'all don't understand. Trauma happens, it affects you when you can't sleep. Just thinking about that, you feel uneasy, uncomfortable. You feel bad for your friend. You just that's traumatic when it affects you emotionally. Not that she's afraid to go on stage and do her comedy bit. It could be that too, but it doesn't have to be that. It could just be that it affected her emotionally and shook her. Like, what the heck? She said though, and made me laugh, was that she wanted him to be escorted out. She's like, why was he still there and accept an award? Like, that shouldn't have happened. Like, that was foolish. And he should have been told to leave, made to leave. And she said she wanted to come out and say, when they announced that he won the award, she wanted to come out and say, well, you know, Will Smith, he couldn't be here. And just kind of, well, he couldn't be here to accept this award, you know, kind of like that. How she did it made me laugh. But I'm telling you, there's so many jokes now. And the topper that made me actually come out and do this now, they just announced, Ebony just announced that Will Smith and Jada are going to do a Red Table Talk next week. Guys, it's too early. Will Smith, Jada, if you guys watch this, which I doubt, it's too early. It's way too early. Chris Rock hasn't said anything. Will, you've put out 2 statements already. You said you're heartbroken. You apologized to Chris Rock and his family and people at home and people in the audience, people in the academy, every single person you could touch. You apologized to. You said it was wrong. You resigned. All this stuff. You already said what more? What, you're gonna explain it step by step what happened, why you went up there, all that. You're gonna do more hurt than anything. They still have to decide. Will Packer just came out with the interview. Chris Rock hasn't said nothing. You resigned. The Academy still has to have their meeting April 18th to decide what to do. What is this, damage control? You're trying to save face? What are you trying to do? You're gonna make it worse. Bruh, keep your mouth shut. Just lay low. Just lay low, process what happened. Just take everything that everybody's saying in, all your peers, all those who are talking to, yo, this is not, I don't even know. It would be insane if Jada were to say anything about she didn't want him to go up there, or to say she was just annoyed that he spoke up, annoyed that he said her name. That would make it worse. People, if you head on over, and I'll say this in closing, if you head on over to their respective IG platforms, Instagram platforms, you will notice something that I found very interesting. Nowhere does Jada have Will Smith winning the award. Nowhere does she have him and her in a picture at the Oscars. Nothing. You barely even see Will. You have to scroll down. I skipped past the picture that has him in it. He's nowhere except for one digga picture that has her and 2 other people in the picture. I'm scrolling. I'm like, where's Will? When I go to his page, oh yeah, you see the 2 of them posing. You see a video. She could have shared that same video on her platform. She did not. The video from the Oscar, he's like, we're ready to give chaos, and chaos, they did. Chaos, they did. Jada, I don't know if you're toxic. I don't know. I feel you could be. I don't know though. I don't have anything else to say. It's just unfortunate. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, that's okay. Let's be respectful, because there's been some heated arguments. There's so many different angles to look at this. So many things that we don't know, but a lot is coming out day by day as to what exactly transpired. But I need to find, there's one video that's gonna show a lot. And it's that video that shows what happened between Will laughing at the joke and when he walked up on that stage. What exactly happened? Because they were right in the front center, okay? Chris Rock is perturbed. And rightfully so am I. All right? Let's talk, let's chat. Have a blessed week, blessed day. If you guys subscribe, hit the like, thumbs up, all that stuff. All right? Peace.